Yo, what's up manga fans? This is Raphael from C Manga and I'm here to give you a review of this week's chapter of Bleach 560 Rages at the Ringside. And I have to say, even though it was obvious Kubo was going to pull that typical troll move he does, show the character you want to see at the end of last chapter and then hide them in the next one. So yeah, Ruki and Renji didn't show up at all in this chapter, which was expected, but what surprised me was this chapter didn't disappoint though, or made you think, oh god, I just want to see the next one kind of thing, so you just flick through it. I actually enjoyed this one a lot because it was enjoyable, it was entertaining for both the comedy aspect and a reveal we haven't seen since the Arrancar arc, when, if you guys remember who that was, Kensei versus Wonderwuss, and yeah, that was a long time ago and we finally get to see something that was not revealed. If you guys know what I'm talking about, obviously you've read it, and if you haven't, I'll tell you in a bit. But yeah, this chapter basically focused on that mask, the masculine guy, and his little sidekick or cheerleader, James, and he's more or less gloating, saying he's gonna go and see what those two things that landed over in the distance, which is obviously Ruki and Renji. But Shunhei tries to stop him using Kazashini and basically wraps it around his leg, tries to stop him, saying, and then he just gets knocked out with was it a clothesline or something like that. So this guy's pulling out all the typical wrestling moves, and before the guy Mask pulls off the finishing blow by crushing him with his foot, Kensei comes along and stops him with his own foot and saves his life, and basically calling him pitiful, saying you didn't even manage to show the effort of your training, you just got your ass handed to you straight away. And Rose arrives later as well, and they're basically saying, oh, there's two captains now to keep you entertained if you think we're not enough to basically worth spend your time on. And so yeah, they get into it, and Kensei doesn't even waste any time. He straight away goes to Bankai, what's it, Tekken Tachikaze, sorry, and yeah, he blocks the double-footed kick, and he's like, is this all that it was that managed to be Shunhei's? Like, this is unforgivable, insulting. So he grips his fist now, and it's like the Bankai kind of goes around his fist like a knuckle duster, and he punches Mask and just said this blow was filthy. Like, you can see a perfect sphere of like where they were, of the buildings that have basically been melted or blasted away, and the Mask guy looks like he's in so much pain. He falls to his knees and he's been knocked out, and you're thinking, rah, this guy is like the berserker of all the Quincy's. He's managed to be beating all these other guys, all the Shinigami, and you can tell he's mostly focused on brute strength, and this is the first person now to freaking hurt him or down him, and it was only one hit, and you're just thinking, damn, how powerful is this Bankai? And we finally get an explanation after so many damn chapters. It was revealed against Wonderwuss, and then it was never shown and it was beaten off screen. But basically Tekken Tachikaze is like a Bankai where when it's used in Shikai, it basically will implode anything it touches. But when it's in Bankai now, the power gets transfers to Kensei's fist, so he can punch anything, cut it, and then it will implode, as you can see, and it's painful by the looks of it. And you don't even need to carry on punching to make the effects work. It's literally just touch and that's it. It will carry on imploding. So yeah, he sends another one to the Mask guy, sends it flying, and the guy looks dead. He just looks completely out of it, completely finished. Like, there's so much like a bit of blood on his chest. You're thinking he's got to be dead. So there you thinking, okay, it's done. But that James guy is screaming and crying, telling the guy to wake up. And Shunhei warns them, it's like the real reason why they got their ass handed to you. It's like, it's because of that kid, so you need to take him up first. But it's too late. He screams out, stand up superstar. The guy gets up, he's supercharged, like 3 times the size and freaking bulk he was before, takes out the 2 captains like it was nothing, and that's it. And he basically says, I'm the Mask, the masculine superstar, that's what S stands for. And every time the audience cheers for him, he gets strength. and I had to laugh at that. It's ridiculous power for a Quincy, but you know, it's effective, it does what it needs to do, and it's obviously for comedy as well. So, and obviously wrestling in Bleach is a joke, obviously, when most of the things are to do with sword fighting and obviously demon arts. But yeah, that was, as I said, it made my day. This chapter was funny. You can tell it was typically a build-up chapter, and I think Renji will be the one who's going to take out this mask guy, because so far we've seen most of the fights have been rematches, and most of the people have had their rematch with the person who either stole their Bankai or beat them, and the mask guy was the person who knocked out Renji like really far in, you know, the first invasion of this water. So I'm assuming he's going to go back and beat him, and assuming the guys who are there are close friends with him is just more reason for him to go and fight him. Rukia, now I'm not too sure. I think whoever beat her off screen, we still don't know who that was, basically will be the person she fights. I'm assuming it's probably one of the Bambietta fraction girls, and if it is, I would like to see her fight all of them at once. I mean, I know they're just fractions, but they've got Volston Diggs, and they're basically equivalent to Bankais. We've seen how super powerful they are, so to prove her strength after the training in the Royal Realm would be great if she could beat all of the fraction on her own, and hopefully reveal she's got a new Bankai or a fourth dance to, you know, her Sodane Shiryuki. So anything like that would just be freaking brilliant. I just want to see Rukia and Renji finally get some, you know, credit and actual decent fights. Rukia mostly, because she hasn't really been treated fairly, like I said before. So yeah, that's what I think will happen next time. Renji will fight the wrestler, Rukia will probably fight the Bambietta fraction. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This chapter was enjoyable, nice build up, and hopefully the next ones will be great. So this is the end of the review, I guess. So you guys know the usual. If you got any predictions, comments about this chapter and the next ones, leave it in the comment box below. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, because it really helps us out. We appreciate it. And also subscribe for more content in the channel. As you can see, we're doing things like Hajime no Ippo, Rising Anime, and many other things that may interest you. So check it out. If you're interested, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.